On iBrand News now, the Nigerian Army reports fire outbreak in its headquarters in Abuja. Motorists groan at fuel scarcity, long queues resurface at fuel stations. U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention says COVID-19 variant fuel potential fourth surge of cases. Glad to have you join us on News Now, and here are the stories making headlines at this hour. I am Margaret Opera. The Nigerian Army on Tuesday reported a fire outbreak at its headquarters complex in Abuja. Director Army Public Relations Brigadier General Mohammed Yerima attributed the cause of the inferno to faulty electrical installations. He further explained the electrical fault sparked a minor fire that raged some part of the Army headquarters complex. Also, the vaccine shipment from QUEQUES arrived at Nnamdi Azikiwe Airport, Abuja, in Nigeria at 11:36 a.m. on Tuesday. 3.92 million doses of the AstraZeneca COVID-19 vaccines were received by representatives of the federal government. Nigeria is the third country to receive the vaccine in Africa after Ghana and Cote d'Ivoire from the COVAX facility launched in April 2020 to ensure the fairer distribution of the coronavirus vaccine between rich and poor nations. Meanwhile, the Presidential Task Force on COVID-19 says all the states with the needed facilities will be given vaccines. Speaking at the news conference on the preparation of the distribution of vaccines and vaccination, the PTF said President Muhammadu Buhari and Vice President Yemi Osinbajo will be publicly vaccinated to give Nigerians confidence on the safety of the vaccines. Governors, ministers, religious leaders, and traditional rulers will also take jabs of the vaccine, which the National Agency for Food, Drug Administration and Control (NAFDAC) has certified fit for use. The task force, however, said there will be no vaccinations for people under the age of 18 years. In more stories, Nigerian Minister of Health, Osagie Ehaniwe, has assured the federal government will bear any cost in the treatment and management of any adverse reactions or side effects that may occur during COVID-19 vaccine. Ehaniwe, speaking at the unveiling of the Teach strategy for COVID-19 vaccine on Monday, noted that the government have signed an indemnification, which means that the producer of the vaccines will not be held responsible for whatever the effects are. He, however, pointed out that chances of such adverse reactions are rare. Moving on, President Muhammadu Buhari on Tuesday says the time has come to reverse completely the grim and heartbreaking incidents of kidnapping in Nigeria. The president has also kicked against payment of ransom, saying ransom payments will continue to prosper kidnapping. The senior special assistant to the president on media and publicity, Garba Shehu, disclosed this in a statement. While expressing joy over the release of abducted female students in Zamfara State, the president was quoted to have called for greater vigilance so that human intelligence could be collected early enough to nip the bandits' plans in the bud. President Muhammadu Buhari on Tuesday presided a meeting of the National Security Council. This is the first time the nation's new service chiefs will be taking part in the council's meeting. Vice President Yemi Osinbajo's secretary to the government of the Federation, Boss Mustafa, Chief of Staff to the President, Professor Ibrahim Gambari, and the National Security Advisor, Major General Babagana Mungono, retired, also attended the meeting in the Presidential Villa in Abuja. Security chiefs in attendance include Chief of Defense Staff Major General Lucky Irabo, Chief of Army Staff Major General Ibrahim Matairu, Chief of Air Staff Air Vice Marshal Isiaka Oladayo Amo, and the Chief of Naval Staff Rear Admiral Awao Zubairu Gambo. In other stories, the Zamfara State Governor Bello Matawale has said that officials of the state government scaled several hurdles to secure the release of the kidnapped students of Government Girls Secondary School Jangobe. Matawale made this known via his official Twitter handle on Tuesday. The governor also described the process of securing the kidnapped schoolgirls as exhausting, noting that he was very devastated over the incident. On the Africa scene, Vice President Kembo Mohadi on Monday resigned to pursue legal remedies in the wake of allegations on social media that suggested immoral behavior, claims he has strenuously denied. In tendering his resignation, he maintained his innocence, saying he is a victim of information distortion, voice cloning, and sponsor spooking and political sabotage. Vice President Mohadi said he had been going through a soul-searching pilgrimage and realized he needed space to deal with his problems. On the foreign scene, U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention (CDC) says spread of highly contagious coronavirus may fuel potential fourth surge of cases in the United States. The head of the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention said she was concerned by recent COVID-19 data. Dr. Rochelle Walensky said about 70,000 new cases a day have been recorded last week, a very high number. She said there were nearly 2,000 deaths in a day in the same period. Moving on to business, Nigerians were earlier today thrown into confusion as fuel scarcity hit Lagos, Abuja and many other cities across the country. In Lagos, residents besieged fuel stations in anticipation for yet another season of fuel scarcity. The situation was not different in Abuja and other states as motorists were seen scrambling to fill their tanks amidst long queues formed across the city center. Meanwhile, the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation (NNPC) said he has no plan to increase the price fee of petrol in the month of March. NNPC spokesman Kenny Obateru, in a statement, said the rumor speculations of an imminent increase in the price of premium motor spirit petrol in the country is not true. Company boss Eric Yuan says the fourth quarter marked a strong finish to an unprecedented year for Zoom. The video conferencing company expects sales to rise more than 40% this year, reaching more than $3.7 billion. The forecast pushed shares in the company up more than 6% in after-hours trade in New York. The firm's sales in the last 3 months of 2020 were up to 307% compared to the same period in 2019, hitting up to $882.5 million. Investors have been watching for clues as to how the firm would fare as more people get vaccinated and social distancing restrictions lift. Still in business news, President Muhammadu Buhari ordered the Ministry of Power to work with the Egyptian government on an effective rollout of the Presidential Power Initiative with German engineering company Siemens AG. This was disclosed by Aaron Arisima, Special Advisor, Media and Communications, to the Minister of Power in a statement in Abuja on Monday. The Special Advisor revealed that the Minister of Power, Saleh Maman, disclosed this in a meeting with Egyptian Ambassador to Nigeria, Ihab Awad, citing that the federal government wants to learn from Egypt's successful implementation of a power upgrade with Siemens AG. And that's all we can take on News Now. For more stories, visit our website, follow all the social media handles, subscribe to YouTube channel, drop a comment for us on the comment section. My name is Margaret Opara.